Yo, what is up, guys? It's Token Black Kid. I'm not gonna lie, with a brand new series for you guys, I think you guys are really gonna enjoy this one. It's gonna be really funny, eventful, so yeah. I was checking out a full underground recap video by this YouTuber here. Great video, really enjoyed it. And I thought, why don't I just compile all the noteworthy or most of the noteworthy events of the underground per month and just make a monthly recap. Disclaimer, I'm not going to cover every single underground artist, obviously. We're not here for 4 hours. And some artists are in the quote-unquote mainstream, but they still have a mostly underground fan base or started in the underground. So I will be touching on them, such as King Carson, Yeat, etc. I know they aren't underground artists anymore. You do not have to comment it. Okay. So yeah, enough with the yapping, enough with me blabbering. Let's get started into the content that you guys want. Also, shout out to Tubman Underground, Underground Sound, O-Fold, all the accounts that compile events that I can make a timeline for. So yeah. So starting off the year strong, on the 1st of January, Lil Shine drops Forever Shine. I'm not gonna lie, I did listen to this album and it was really good. My first time listening to Lil Shine, funnily enough. And yeah, his fans seemed to think so. It was getting praised on Twitter. And also the song Kiss Me Through the Phone had a bit of a buzz on TikTok, which is good for his visibility.
She wanna kiss me through my phone, girl. She wanna top it up in my zone, girl. Smoking that strong.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I was definitely bumping that on repeat when I first heard it. But yeah, other really good songs like Date Night, Dork, What's Up, like just overall really solid project. And if you guys know me, which you probably don't, you know that I'm a big Doo-Wop Kane fan, so I do gotta shout out Doo-Wop Kane. Drop Nobody Is Coming to Save You, also on New Year's Day. It's a pretty middling reactions. Fans seem to like it, be in between, you know. And for the last release, Edward Skeletrix, the reason Brennan Jones and Whole Lotta Cheese make music, unfortunately, releases the extremely experimental mixtape Museum Music to mostly negative reaction. His fans, including people like Imwell, just claim that we don't get it. And frankly, I really don't. Yeah, so do with that what you want. Moving on to the next day, we get an update that Lil Shine officially took the stand in court for his Drank case, which is currently pending. And Jacksonville sensation Brennan Jones models for Stun Mike. Yeah, if you know, you know. I know a thing or two about Stun Mike. The very next day, on the 3rd of January, deep dish pizza and Fritos connoisseur Dave Blunts sends shots at Summers and Can, referencing the infamous Believe the Hype incident from years past in some Instagram comments. I'm still not really sure entirely why they were beefing. I think Summers was laughing at Dave Blunts or something. I don't know. In the Biggest Bird's defense, Dave Blunts is pretty funny naturally. I mean, look at the cute little fella. Well, little is a stretch. Anyway, moving on. Local deadbeat and 30-year-old aura maxer Playboy Cardi continues to publicly embarrass himself after platforming his top op, Benji Bluebills, who got a huge song with the song Rage. Gonna be honest, out of all the Song War songs that have blown up, such as Lace Max, Pink Dreads, which is ass, this one is definitely probably the hardest. I mean, this shit is like, this is mainstream, you know? Good to see it. Moving on to January 6th, after a few quiet news days, We Gon' Be Okay announces 11 tracks on Osama Sun's upcoming album Jump Out will be produced by him. This announcement led to Osama Sun jumping out at fans on Twitter, telling them to shut the fuck up, as many were worried about the album's quality and the fact that it contained way too many okay placements and didn't highlight other producers like Perk 40 and Bullymon, who tend to work well with Osama Sun. In other news, a week after its release, it's revealed Netspin's Badass Fucking Kid sold 9.2k raw units first week. I know a lot of you probably don't understand how like streaming and like raw units and stuff like that works. Just know that is actually incredible for an underground artist. For comparison, the household name known as Ice Spice, Miss Poopy, sold less than 5k first week with the EP marketed by a major label with, you know, big TikTok hits. You get the point. Very, very impressive feat from the Badass Fucking Kid himself. On that topic of Netspin, audio terrorist and resident of Great Britain, unfortunately, known as Fresh Boy Swag, This is Max and Margella by calling him Netspin Archive in an, let's say an interesting interview.
Max and Margella?
Oh,
you don't? Oh, he's new. Wait, what?
yeah, I know Max and Marshall.
Oh, sorry. Wait, what? Bro, I love how much you're like an open book. Like, I really respect that about you, cause, dude, wait, what?
Yo, go listen to Netspin Archive, bro.
Wait, you listen to S Band?
Moving on, very famous and legendary hip-hop producer The Alchemist listened to a lighthearted skirmish with prominent Opium Twitter goon TLOP4_goated, and he proceeded to shout out Lil88 for whatever reason and Bullyman during the diss. So yeah, on the 7th of January, famed industrial artist and ex-wife of Elon Musk, Grimes, publicly blasts Anthony Fantano after Fantano made a lighthearted comment concerning Netspin sampling Grimes on BAFK. I'm gonna be completely honest, I just think that she doesn't like him because the comment was like, it wasn't even really shading Netspin, it was more of an acknowledgement, but anyway. Mentally deranged, edgy 4chan rapper known as Jades releases a 3-track EP amidst all his legal troubles and allegations. Not gonna lie, I think music is the last thing bro needs to be worried about, but anyway. Xavier So Based officially previews the song, which will later be titled Double Whammy, which we will definitely bring up later. It'll be really important, as you guys probably already know.
Debbie in the bitty, bitch, you know we on it. I'ma give this shit my all, cause I fucking want it. Yeah, life is a balance like a menu. I don't think anyone understand me. Yeah, I think my shooter popped a Zanny. 2 white bitches, that's a double whammy.
The rapper, who has been facing allegations of being demoted back to the underground known as Trippie Redd, co-signs the rapper 1300 Saint. This actually led to some backlash despite the shout-out, causing a post questioning his relationship with up-and-coming underground rappers to gain some traction on Twitter. I know that he shouted out Che, maybe Pretty Fun, King Carson when he was really small, so yeah. In other news, YT announces his new project Oi will feature 10 Jerk songs. Extremely controversial fashion figure Ian33 Connor says Xavier So Based inadvertently saved his life with his 2022 song Patch Made. And Wolfface Joey drops his album Cupid to mostly positive reviews. On the 10th, struggling rapper Jades hops on Discord to discuss his pending legal situation, and he probably played Roblox after or something like that. I don't really know.
Cause the media kind of under like false perception, dude, and I fucking hate seeing that shit in the first place. The full story is, bro, just don't fuck with bitch. She came to my crib cutting herself, bro, and she got manic and she had an episode and she grabbed the motherfucking box cutters and then she ran to the bathroom and called the cops on me, bro. That's really it.
Damn.
It's fucked up.
Bro, what?
On the 11th, underground legend High C reveals he's finished making rap music as it's demonic and is turning a new leaf with gospel music. We will come back to this later. In other news, the underground rapper known for the new jazz fad of a few years ago, which was literally just Yeet type beats from YouTube, known as Lunchbox, threatens to work with more artists, including Yeet himself. And ending off the 11th, underground veteran Zelly Ocho gets his SoundCloud deleted for unclear reasons. On the 13th, Osama Sun drops new song Lil O the Impaler, which received extremely mixed reactions. I'm not gonna lie, initially I thought they were mostly positive, but it just depends on what platform you were on. On Twitter and Instagram, of course, they were hating because that's all they do. On TikTok, the song was getting edits. They were saying it's hard. You get the point. On the same day, the Underground Sound Cypher finally drops, featuring artists like YT, Benji Blue Bills, Rocket, etc. Many people instantly compared it to XXL, saying that it'll probably overtake it in a few years, and artists like YT, Benji Blue Bills, and K3 got a much bigger stage for visibility, as we'll see in the coming days. Next, mysterious genre-bending aura farmer known as Wyland drops an EP under a new SoundCloud called Eileen Pages to mostly positive reviews among his tight-knit fanbase. On the 19th, Cemetery reveals a collaboration song with Xavier So Based. I'm not gonna lie, after the Chase song, I cannot say I'll be tuning in, but I fuck with both artists in different respects. And on the same day, King Carson reveals his new album, More Chaos, will drop on April 11th because he's totally never lied about a release date before. And I'm gonna be honest, it got pretty mixed reactions outside of King Carson's fan base. A lot of people were poking fun at him, saying unoriginality. So yeah, I guess we'll see. On the 18th, as news of the TikTok ban in the United States spread, people took to Twitter to point out artists whose careers would suffer, such as Rich Amiri, Ian, Young Fazo, etc. And on the same day, DMV rapper Slime Gidim gets into a heated exchange with a producer involving unused beats, Roblox, and YouTube copy strikes. On one of the most important days for the underground this month, on the 19th, Plague Max hosts one of his most viral song wars featuring artists like Xavier So Based, Jace, etc. Xavier So Based played the song Double Whammy for judges I'm Dante, Ziaz, Bilu, and DJ Scheme. Ziaz and Bilu's reaction went mega viral, and Xavier So Based got pretty much the most attention he's gotten since 2022 to early 2023 with the Jerk revival. This reaction caused underground and mainstream fans to pretty much wage war over whether underground music in general is listenable or not. In other news, literally not even 24 hours after the ban, the TikTok unban is announced. Slime Gidim also announces a DMV tour. On the next day, the DMV was feeling wild, I guess. DMV continues to get some shine as Slime Gidim links up with DMV legend Slime Cito. Count how many times I just said DMV. And Slime Gidim and an alleged victim clear up allegations of Slime being a weirdo, pausing this saga until further note. Shortly after the iconic Song Wars incident, which sparked a lot of discussion, on the 21st, Xavier So Based comes back on Plague Max's stream and has a very successful collaboration, spawning some good clips and some good press for Zave. Several songs from Osama Sun's album leak, and later, on that same day, the Jump Out release date is confirmed as January 24th, that Friday. On yet another Song Wars, underground bridge troll Jace and local rapper Tusi got into a pretty heated exchange. This led to a pretty brutal dissing of Jace, which left pretty much the entire underground clowning him except for his diehard fans. Jace responded in a surprisingly mature manner on Twitter, saying that he indeed lost a diss, but that Tusi lied about certain aspects of his diss and implied that the diss was written by a ghostwriter, which I just want to say, although unconfirmed, is definitely true. I forgot how much news happened this day. For some reason, Uno the activist and failed NBA prodigy Julian Newman got into a physical altercation again involving Plague Max on some sort of basketball tournament. I don't even know what this was. I'm not gonna lie, I definitely want to ride for Uno because Newman is a bitch, but I'm not gonna lie, I can't get into his music at all. Finally, Ofold on Twitter posted a joke about Ian falling off or being vaulted, sparking discussion and a lot of agreement. On that topic, many Ian fans blame bisexual rapper Tyler the Creator for Ian's loss of popularity. However, it should be noted Ian tours next month and literally just dropped an album. He'll be fine, I'm not gonna lie, but we'll see, maybe he will fall off. And Glock 40 Spaz and 2 Hollows make waves online for some pretty viral performances. Yeah, good for them. Just a mere 2 days before Jump Out is set to drop on the 22nd, whatever version it's on, because it's been leaked a lot of times, whatever version it's on gets leaked almost in its entirety. Regardless, 2 days later, Osama Sun drops Jump Out, leading to a ton of backlash and controversy about the album's quality, we gonna be okay, lack of prods, etc. I'm not gonna lie, it has some good songs, very few though, I'm not gonna lie. The production was pretty repetitive. Osama Sun's vocal performance was more impressive, but the beats just were not doing it. Way too repetitive. Yeah, man, honestly, nah. Maybe it'll grow on me. Diehard Osa fans are defending him right now. They're saying it's gonna have the whole lot of red effect. They're saying, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I just don't think it was that good, but it isn't really his fault, you know, it got leaked like 100 times. What are you gonna do? The very next day, on the 25th, Jump Out charts on Apple Music and grosses 4 million plays on Spotify in less than 24 hours. Not gonna lie, Osama Sun has a diehard fan base, that's great. Later that day, arguably the leader of brain rot content among the youth, Kai Cenat, says that he rocks with K3's underground sound cypher and also shows love to YT. The next day, on the 27th, reformed Christian gospel musician High C is revealed to have some pretty serious allegations concerning a minor. Interesting. Fans quickly speculated this is why he randomly switched to being a devout Christian. On that same day, underground producer Bullyman allegedly gives the same beat that he gave unknown rapper One King Mount 333 to Mexican pop star Elijah What the Fuck, causing a slight internet squabble.